Many people think of an accordion as a huge, bulky instrument, like a box, you know. It looks like a TV set, maybe, when people see it on the street, but it's actually a very fragile instrument, and you really can get all sorts of range of emotions out of it. So it can be both funny, both tragic, sarcastic, and angry. It's fully polyphonic, so I can basically go and play a tune and an accompaniment. So it's a one-man band. It's a very young classical instrument. What makes it different is the little switch in the left hand, which was made in 1960s, fairly new. From the really famous papa instrument. By pressing that switch, you have 4.5 octaves of single notes. So basically, it's like a piano. There's 120 buttons in the left hand, which you learn by touch. You never see it because it's impossible to have such a long neck, you know, to bend over it. But so accordion is very, very complex instrument, and when I say that the accordion is a one-man band, this is something which helps you go from really up to. So you have a huge range just in here, which you can use, and many times people don't notice that during a performance I use my chin to play as well, because those registers, if you're not fast enough, it's easy to just press it here and voila, you have a new sound. So I just need to warm up my muscles, and I used to do, it's actually a piano exercise, which goes just like this. And until you've done all the scale, you are not finished. So you need to focus so that every note is equal and stuff. I wasn't very good at it this time, but normally it's. So this is something I do to warm up, and then of course we start going. The more complicated passages, I like to take them from the pieces which are in my program, something like, oh, sorry. And so on. So you need to practice everything. I used to have really, really bad stage frights and stuff, but luckily it's gone because you just get used to performing more and more. But that was when I was a kid. So, and after all, I had this wonderful saying from my father, who's actually a builder, so nothing to do with music. So he said, imagine if I went to work and I was nervous every day, how would I survive? So I thought about it, and I thought, oh, this is a good piece of advice, you know, you just have to relax. And this is exactly when the magic happens, when you don't think that there's anyone listening to you. What do you do when things go wrong? You can't, if you miss a tempo, you can always catch up. If you make a mistake, I don't think there's anything bad about that, because nobody's a robot, you know, people make mistakes. Sometimes awful mistakes, sometimes you think like, oh my God, the life can stop, you know, that's it, it's over. But I think it's not deadly. This is the good part of my profession. You know, even if you play a wrong note, nobody dies. So I try not to think about it. Thank you. It's not a present? No. Gosh. My God, you really play it in a different way, don't you? I told you about a weird system, but nothing gets weirder than this. It's funny that it's similar, but I cannot do much on it. But it's a nice surprise. The Moskovsky would... It's impossible to play it.